Good evening, everyone. I'd like to call the meeting to order. Roll call.
Mr. Accomando?
Present.
Mrs. Borelli?
Present.
Mr. Cipollone?
Present.
Mrs. Mahoney?
Here.
Mr. Quinn?
Present.
Mrs. Robinson?
Here.
Mr. White?
Here.
Mr. Winnie? Mrs. Zottarelli?
Please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance
To the flag
of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Adequate notice of this meeting has been sent to all members of the Board of Education and to the Bergen Record in accordance with the provisions of the Open Public Meetings Act. Okay, I'd like to have a motion to open the meeting to the public for items on the agenda only.
Motion.
Okay? All in favor, right? All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed?
Nay.
Okay, residents are no? I could wait if anybody comes up to read my long statement? Okay. All right, can I have a motion to close the meeting to the public?
Second.
Okay, all in favor?
Aye.
Okay. Now we'll have the student representative report.
Yep, I'd like to, just like to introduce our two students that are here, Celia Black and Sarah Miller. Thank you for coming in, and please share your information.
For the middle school and high school, students and faculty will be working closely with the elementary schools in upcoming events. For several special events, the Junior Achievement High School Heroes, led by Mrs. Levy, will be visiting Franklin, Long, and Smith schools at the end of the month to teach children about economics and personal finance. The music department, led by Mr. Ortega and Mr. Kudin, is hosting its second annual Music Day. Elementary school students will visit on May 25th to learn about the programs here at middle high school and participate in lessons and demos. Join us on May 30th at 7 p.m. for the Academic Awards ceremony to celebrate student achievement. And congratulations to CJ Limitola, the class of 2018 valedictorian, who will be recognized with his peers from all Bergen County high schools on June 5th. For athletics, good luck to our spring sports teams that will qualify for the NJSIAA tournament. Seeds will be announced next week. For Franklin, we fulfilled our principal for a day and lunch with a teacher prizes from our PTA's Tricky Try. Miss Sophia served as principal with Miss Ava as her vice principal. The principal chose a dress down day, which was pajama day, walked into all the classrooms and left positive comments, and decided upon the recess locations for each grade. Don't forget to check out our Instagram and Twitter pages for some cool pictures. Franklin School is excited to host a wellness day immediately after school on Monday, May 14th. Our staff members will lead various stations such as yoga, fitness, nutrition, and calming strategies where students will be able to create their own calming jar to take home.
For Long School, LMS third grade students recently presented their Civil War presentations to their parents and our extended community members. We are very proud of their efforts. The LMS PTO hosted its first special lady/guy dance where our male students invited their moms or a special relative to a school dance. LMS participated for the first time in the National Screen Free Week under the leadership of Miss Dara Kitchen. Our students and parents sent great pictures of the activities they participated in during the week.
Got it? Okay, thank you. Okay.
Okay.
Thank you. Okay.
All right. Thank you, ladies. You have better things to do than this? Can't be. Can't be. This is it. All right, I tried to convince Mr. Karati to have our meeting in the courtyard tonight, but it didn't work, so we're in here. But the first thing thanks again, ladies, I appreciate it. We all do appreciate it. I just want to read a statement. I did make a comment Monday night in regards to, I'll call it the calamity at Washington School on Friday last week. And this is a notice that I will be putting up on, well, I'll send it out to our staff members, and I want to put it up online on the Washington website or on our website for the parents. We sincerely apologize for the inconvenience that took place at Washington School on Friday. What was thought to be a one-hour repair of a water heater proved more of a challenge than ever expected. Once the replacement of the water heater was complete, another pipe began to leak, creating additional problems and an extended period to correct. In addition, the information regarding the additional problems was not shared with our business administrator nor my office, and it did not give me the opportunity to relocate our students and staff or to close the school for the remainder of the school day. Since that, I have ordered that all repairs regarding major plumbing projects and electrical repairs must be scheduled after school hours or on weekends. Our children and staff should never be inconvenienced when other options are available. The condition of all our schools are high priority, and none of this was planned to create the problems that took place at that time. Again, our apologies to staff and parents, and to the children as well. Thank you. Moving on, it is Teacher Appreciation Week. So what I'd like to do is publicly announce, and they'll be here next month at our next meeting for recognition, but I do want to acknowledge the Saddlebrook Bergen County Teacher Recognition honorees for this year. At Franklin School, it's Jennifer, I never get this right, let's see there, Probesian? Okay. At Helen Smith School, Kimberly McAvoy. Long School is Stephanie Grant. And middle high school is Gail Dunlap. So we want to congratulate all of them. There will be a nice celebration taking place at the end of this month. We'll have a nice luncheon. I believe it's at the Glen Point Marriott, but we'll double check and make sure we all go to the same place. So that's, so that's important. Also, what I'd like to share with everybody is, we get notes from school boards. And this one came out at the end of April. I think it's important for all of us to hear this. New Jersey public school students achieved top scores in the National Assessment of Education. Some of you might already know that is NAEP, N-A-E-P. And this is basically, it's a category of testing where they take a sampling from each one of the schools within the state, in every district and going around the country as well, and they do a comparison of what's happening state to state. So this is the outcome. According to the 2017 NAEP data, New Jersey's fourth grade student scores were tied as the highest in the nation in both reading and math, and the Garden State's eighth graders' scores were tied for second in the nation in reading and math. NAEP is considered the only apples-to-apples comparison of student achievement. Since the same assessments are administered to the representative sample of students in every state, the most recent NAEP scores reflect the hard work and achievement of the state's public school students. Dr. Lawrence Feinstahl, who's the head or the executive director of school boards, made this comment. Although our schools continue to face challenges, which we know, New Jersey local school board members, staff, parents, and students have a great deal to be proud of. Acting Education Commissioner Lamont O. Repillet also praised the performance of the students and their teachers. This is an outstanding accolade for our students and educators, said Dr. Repillet. Our educators provide the learning environment for our students to thrive, and our children are rising to the challenge. So I certainly, at this week especially, want to compliment all of our teachers who are working hard in the classroom and our students, and you are highly recognized for all the dedication and hard work that you do for our students and within the community. So for all the teachers who are here and everybody else who's not, we're happy to have you and appreciate everything you're doing. So, all right. Also, yeah, okay, give me a hand. But I just think it's great that, it's being acknowledged here. NAEP has always been one of those areas where the state of New Jersey in the past has gotten a little bit clobbered. But you have to realize, too, that in the country, state of New Jersey, no matter which kind of test, what's the HESPA, the GEPA, or the current PARCC testing, we always come in second next to Boston. So that's the end result. But right now, Massachusetts, but right now, we're doing a really good job, and I'm happy to be part of it, and I'm sure that everyone here is proud to be part of that as well. We're happy for that. Also, I want to mention that going back to April, I believe it was around April 30th, 29th or so, there was another program that Mr. Lawler made available here for students and staff for counseling groups, and we had over 50 students involved in that program where they were able to come in here and talk in small groups to their counselors, and there were 2 other people available from an outside agency for them to talk to. This information that was gathered at that time and everything else that we've gathered will be used to prepare for the crisis management team meeting that will be taking place on May 21st. So again, the school security from the inside, the culture of the buildings, what's happening with our students, it's all very important to us. We want to take all this data and put something into effect that's really going to be, I hope, proactive for the future. Also want to mention that the PARCC testing, science testing, please take note, will be taking place May 21st and 22nd and 23rd, and that will be for 8th and 11th graders. The rest of the students at this school, middle school, high school, will have a delayed opening. All right, so just look on the website to get that information and make sure you're aware of that. Coming up also, we have, currently we have AP testing going on and the math in the high school, middle school area. Middle school, I think, is pretty much done. Elementary's doing some makeup work. Coming up also, just look at your school's websites. Parents, especially if you have somebody coming into kindergarten, that's always a cute time. Orientation's coming up for kindergarten, so please check the dates and times for that to happen. And also, there are a number of concerts that are going to be taking place over the next couple of weeks in May for chorus and band at all the various schools. So join us. Come on in. I know we got some other events coming up too, I believe, from the art department, and we look forward to seeing all that. I'm talking a lot tonight because we didn't have any presentation scheduled, so I figured I'd take a few moments, but I do want to point out that next month, the June 13th meeting, we will have a recognition program for students, staff, parents, anybody else in the community that has gone above and beyond and accomplished things that really need to be and should be recognized for academic achievement, athletics, music, the whole gamut, and parents also for any extra work that they do. So we want that to take place, and sitting right in front of me here, we're also going to have Ms. Laura Kolova come in to do a presentation on our preschool program, so that'll take place, and we look forward to having a good meeting. That's about all I have at this time. Okay?
Okay, thank you. Okay, so we'll move on to the agenda.
Yep. You want me to read it through, or you going to go? You want me to do it? Okay.
Yes.
I know, last time you guys had, you had a different setup last time.
I know.
All
Last time we
right.
did one meeting, because we had the one meeting.
Okay.
Right?
All righty.
Okay.
Okay, so moving in agenda items, A, education. So just take a look through numbers 1 and 2. There's a lot of information within those. We did go over that on Monday, so just take a look and see if there are any questions on 1 through 2.
Are you going 1 through 2?
1 through 2 with all the IDs
Okay.
in those two numbers, yes. Or 10 is the correct answer.
Okay, can I have a motion?
Second.
Okay, any discussion? Roll call?
Mr. Quinn?
Yes.
Mr. White?
Yes.
Mrs. Ottarelli? Yes. Mr. Accomando?
Yes.
Mrs. Borelli?
Yes.
Mr. Cipollone?
Yes.
Mrs. Mahoney? Yes. Mrs. Robinson?
Yes.
Okay, moving on. We can look in the same section, numbers 3 through number 7.
On number 5, I'm going to abstain from that because I'm going on a trip.
Okay.
But if you need somebody for 7, I'll go there too.
Told you, only if you're a school nurse.
Can I have a motion?
Second.
Any discussion? Roll call?
Mr. Quinn?
Yes.
Mr. White?
Yes.
Mrs. Ottarelli?
Yes.
Mr. Arcomando?
Yes, but abstain from number 5.
Mrs. Borelli?
Yes.
Mr. Cipollone?
Yes.
Mrs. Mahoney? Mrs. Robinson?
Yes.
Moving on, B, Budget, Finance, and Facilities. Let's go through numbers 1 through 5. 5 including, again, all the ID numbers through number 10 in that section.
Okay, can I have a motion?
So move.
Any discussion? Okay, roll call?
Mr. Quinn?
Yes, abstain from number 5, ID 1, and ID 3.
Mr. White?
Yes.
Mrs. Otterelli?
Yes.
Mr. Arcomando?
Yes.
Mrs. Borelli?
Yes.
Mr. Cipollone?
Yes.
Mrs. Mahoney? Yes. Mrs. Robinson?
Yes.
Okay? Let's now look at number 6, and we can go over to the next page and go up to number 10, 6 through 10.
Can I have a motion?
So move.
Second?
Any discussion? Roll call?
Mr. Quinn?
Yes.
Mr. White?
Yes.
Mrs. Otterelli?
Yes.
Mr. Arcomando?
Yes.
Mrs. Borelli?
Yes.
Mr. Cipollone?
Yes.
Mrs. Mahoney?
Yes.
Mrs. Robinson?
Yes.
Okay? And in the same section, 11 through 18.
Okay, can I have a motion?
So move.
Any discussion? Okay, roll call?
Mr. Quinn?
Yes to all, no on number 18.
Mr. White?
Yes.
Mrs. Otterelli?
Yes.
Mr. Arcomando?
Yes.
Mrs. Borelli?
Yes to all with the exception of number 18. That is a no for me.
Mr. Cipollone?
Yes to all, but I'm going to abstain from number 18.
Mrs. Mahoney?
Yes.
Mrs. Robinson?
Yes.
So all motions pass.
Okay, moving on, 19 through 26.
Okay.
Yeah.
All righty, can I have a motion?
Second?
Any discussion? Okay, roll call?
Mr. Quinn?
Yes.
Mr. White?
Yes.
Mrs. Otterelli?
Yes, but I'm staying true to form, no for 24.
Mr. Arcomando?
Yes.
Mrs. Borelli?
Yes.
Mr. Cipollone?
Yes.
Mrs. Mahoney?
Yes.
Mrs. Robinson?
Yes.
I shouldn't try the whole wheat cookies, huh? But
Whole grain.
Whole grain, whole grain.
it's a whole grain, I'm sorry. Just had to get that in there. 27 to 34.
34?
Yep.
Mr. Chair, the page.
Come on, you can do it.
Okay, can I have a motion?
So move.
Second.
Any discussion?
Yes. Through the chair, on number 28, I missed it Monday night. What would additional expenses be?
The additional expenses, when they came to us, the committee, the concern was that one of the people who donate every year that will go toward rooms for staff members, and it was also, I believe, some kind of a U-Haul van that they need to carry equipment up with, that was the money that they were short. It appears that in the past, there was somebody from VFW that was donating this $1,200, and consequently, what happened is, I guess, the leader of the group had passed, so there's been a disconnect with that, so they fell a little bit short on the money.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Any other discussion? Okay, roll call?
Mr. Quinn?
Yes.
Mr. White?
Yes.
Mrs. Otterelli?
Yes.
Mr. Accomando?
Yes.
Mrs. Borelli?
Yes.
Mr. Cipollone?
Yes.
Mrs. Mahoney?
Yes.
Mrs. Robinson?
Yes.
Okay, policy you have to go to.
Okay, so I need a motion to open the meeting to the public for comments on the policies and regulations listed on the agenda and that are available.
Motion?
Second?
Okay, all in favor? So the meeting is open to the public on the policies listed here. Would anyone like to comment? Okay, seeing no one, I'd like a motion to close the meeting. Okay. All in favor?
Aye.
Okay, thank you.
Okay. The vote on,
yes.
do you work it?
You want me to say it?
Yeah.
Okay, approve the second reading of the following policies and bylaws, the board committees voting and advertising on school property. Can I have a motion?
So moved?
Second?
Any discussion? Roll call?
Mr. Quinn?
Yes.
Mr. White?
Yes.
Mrs. Zottarelli?
Yes.
Mr. Accomando?
Yes.
Mrs. Borelli?
Yes.
Mr. Cipollone?
Yes.
Mrs. Mahoney? Mrs. Robinson?
Yes.
Okay, letter D, moving on to personnel, numbers 1 through 9.
That wasn't me. Okay. Can I have a motion?
Motion?
Okay, any discussion? Okay, roll call?
Mr. Quinn?
Yes.
Mr. White?
Yes.
Mrs. Zottarelli?
Yes.
Mr. Accomando?
Yes.
Mrs. Borelli?
Yes.
Mr. Cipollone?
Yes.
Mrs. Mahoney?
Yes.
Mrs. Robinson?
Yes.
Okay. Numbers 10 through 20. Actually, we go 10 through 22 is fine.
Okay, can I have a motion?
So moved?
Okay, any discussion? Okay, roll call?
Mr. Quinn?
Yes.
Mr. White?
Yes.
Mrs. Zottarelli?
Yes.
Mr. Accomando?
Yes.
Mrs. Borelli?
Yes.
Mr. Cipollone?
Yes.
Mrs. Mahoney?
Yes.
Mrs. Robinson?
Yes. Okay. Are there any other committee reports or anything? No? Any correspondence? No? Old business? All right, here we go. Under old business, this is just a reminder that on May 21st, we're having a meet and greet for the new superintendent from 5:30 to 7:30. And then following that, 7:30, the board is having a presentation to the board on the proposed new middle school building. So if anybody would like to come, they can come and see what we're doing. Under more old,
Where will that be?
yeah, where is it? Is it in the media center? Media center.
It's actually the
Because I think there's a concert here, so we'll be in the media center. So you could do both, meet the superintendent, go to the concert.
Oh, it's back up here. Yeah.
Okay. Also, under old business, I want to, on behalf of the Saddlebrook Educational Foundation, thank everyone who participated in the 5K or donated. They raised over $9,000. Again, just to reiterate that the foundation is a really good asset for us because every dollar they raise comes directly back to the students. So any way we can support that is wonderful, especially with all the budgetary issues that we have. Also, any students who participated or staff get a dress down day for participating. That was an incentive, so Mr. Ashika will decide what day that is. And they have to, everybody got a bib or had to sign up for the, like some of the students that volunteered, so we have a list of the students that volunteered or ran and staff that participated. Okay, so I want to just thank everyone for that. Is there any other old business? Did I forget anything? Good. Okay. Any new business?
I'd just like to add that, I, again, appreciate everybody's hard work, our teaching staff for Teacher Appreciation. One of the other things we're working on, since this is but I don't like to say Teacher Appreciation Week. We'll celebrate the whole month, and during the whole month, so we'll go through with that. But we want you to know that the board is interested, and I have reached out to Ferraro Spine and Rehabilitation to possibly come into our schools over the next 3 weeks, and I'm going to count this as part of the wellness program as well for the month of May, and have massages available for staff during the course of the day so that you don't get too relaxed. It's a 5-minute massage, and we'll talk to principals tomorrow as far as setting up the dates and locations and times and so forth. So we hope you enjoy that.
Okay. Anything else? Okay.
Just through the chair, I just want to say to all the moms out there, have a great Mother's Day.
Happy Mother's Day, all the
Happy Mother's Day to
moms.
everyone, yes.
Okay.
Yeah, sure.
This doesn't really apply to me anymore.
One more minute, babe.
Just gotta wait
Okay,
for
just give him 1 minute, okay? All right, so I need a motion to open the meeting to the public.
So moved.
Okay, all in favor?
Aye.
Okay, 1 second.
She has to
Where's my
read something.
statement? I gotta read that long statement, hold on. Residents are requested to state their names, addresses, and subject matter. In the event it appears the public comment portion of the meeting may exceed 45 minutes, the presiding officer may limit each statement made by a participant to 5 minutes duration. Issues raised by members of the public may or may not be responded to by the board. All comments will be considered and a response will be forthcoming if and when appropriate. The board asks that members of the public be courteous and mindful of the rights of other individuals when speaking. Specifically, comments regarding students and employees of the board are discouraged and will not be responded to by the board. Students and employees have specific legal rights afforded by the laws of New Jersey. The board bears no responsibility, nor will it be liable for any comments made by members of the public. Members of the public should consider their comments in light of the legal rights of those affected or identified in their comments and be aware that they are legally responsible and liable for their comments. So please go up to the podium, state your name and your address.
Hi, I'm Sarah Miller. Oh, I live on 12 Garden Street. Okay, so this doesn't really apply to me anymore, but last year I went on the Washington trip, and it was only one night, and other towns go for like 2 or 3 nights, and it was $400. I think we should fundraise more, because if you go for one night, like say it rains, like you can't really do anything. Like, for example, it rained the whole time we were there, and we could only go to the Aircraft Museum, another museum, and Hard Rock Cafe, so it was kind of a waste. But I think we should either raise money so it's cheaper, or we could go for more nights, even though like I don't really care anymore because I'm a freshman, but like,
All right.
but like for future classes, that's what I'd say.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
You can bring that up and discuss that with your principal, Mr. Lawler, or your assistant principal, I'm sure will be very enthusiastic in helping you. Mr. Meisch, we'll do that. Yep. No. Oh, Mr. Searles, but
Mr.
Mr.
Searles.
Meisch is the one who would go on the
The
eighth grade trip, yes. Share some time back and forth.
Would anyone else from the public like to speak? Okay, can I have a motion to close the meeting to the public? All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? All right, so I think we are ready to adjourn our meeting, actually. So can I have a motion to adjourn the meeting?
Motion.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Okay, thank you to all the teachers, and thank you to all our moms, and happy Mother's Day.
Got a
Thanks.
couple of pretzels.